Good day, children. So previously we saw that Albert, he did not want to continue in the school, and so he asked his friend Yuri if he knew any of the doctor who would write and give that he has got nervous breakdown, and if he attend the school for a few more days, it will be very bad for him. So now we'll see that Yuri, he found the doctor, and what all conversation was there. In this part, we'll see Albert is there, Yuri, his friend, Dr. Wayne, Mr. Court, who is the mathematics teacher, and the headmaster. These are the characters in part 2. So Yuri told him that keep it up then, I found a doctor for you. So when Albert told him that my nervous breakdown is there and I'm not feeling good, so Yuri said, don't worry, I have found the doctor for you. So Albert was very happy. He asked, when can I see him? So he said, I have given the time for tomorrow, so tomorrow evening you go and meet him. And then he gives him a piece of paper, and in that it is written the address of the doctor. And he says that this is doctor's address. And the doctor's name is EINSTEIN. And he was the specialist in nervous breakdown, means nervous troubles. So Yuri said, as a matter of fact, he only qualified as a doctor last week. So he told him the truth is that last week only he became a doctor, and you may be even his first patient, and you might be his first patient that he is looking into. You knew him as a student then, so Albert asked him while he was studying, from that time you know him? So he said, I've known him for many years, and said he is not a fool, you cannot make him a fool. So Albert asked him, what do you mean by this? I'm not going to make him a fool, and neither am fooling you. So what do you mean to say? So he said, no, I'm just making a prank. So you don't pretend what you don't have, and don't deceive anyone. And then he said, you are the world's worst liar, and you are a big liar. Albert spent the next day wondering what he wanted to tell the doctor. Now, from morning till evening, he was thinking that what he should go and tell the doctor. And when the time came for the appointment, he went over there, and then he said to the doctor, I don't really know how to describe my trouble. So he told the doctor, I don't know what to tell you about my problems and my troubles. So doctor said, you don't say anything, and you have told me everything. So I know everything about you and your case. So he asked him, what did he say? So he said that only about the nervous breakdown, and that you don't want to go back to school. So Albert's face, it sunken, it fell, and he said he shouldn't have told you that. Means it is not good that he told you everything, that I don't want to go to school. So he said, why not? You should tell the truth to the doctor, and until and unless the doctor knows the truth, he is not going to treat you. So he said, yes, that's the trouble. Now you'll say there's nothing wrong with me, and you'll tell me to go back to school. So Albert said, okay, now you will check me, and then you will say that nothing is wrong with you, and you should go to school, you should complete your studies. So doctor said, I haven't told you that. So he said, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure you are in a nervous state about that school. So he said, okay, I know that you don't want to go to school, and that school is bringing trouble on you. You are having nervous breakdown over there, and your nerves and your state of mind is not proper over there. So because you wouldn't have come to see me about this if you hadn't pretty close to the nervous breakdown. And he said, if you were not near the nervous breakdown, you shouldn't have come to me. So now, if I certify that you have had a nervous breakdown and must stay away from school for a while, what will you do? So then the doctor asked him, if I give a certificate that you have got a nervous breakdown and you shouldn't go to school, so what you're going to do after that? So he said, I'll go to Italy and then to Milan where my parents are. And then he asked, what you'll do there? So he said, I'll try to go to the Italian college or the institute. So he said, without a diploma, how you're going to join the college? So he said, I'll ask my mathematics teacher and he will give me in writing and then I will go over there because I've learnt maths very well and he teaches and I listen to his teaching in the school. So the doctor said, okay, it's now up to you and I can see you are not doing yourself or anyone else much good by staying here. So he said, you are harming yourself, you are not doing good to anyone because you are just wasting your parents' money, you are wasting time in the school, you are not letting the teachers teach. So it's better you should be away from the school and I think for next 6 months you should be away from school. So Albert was very happy. He said, it's kind of you and I'm very happy that you have understood me. So he said, I have stopped being a student myself, so I know how you feel. So recently I have become a doctor, I have completed my studies, so I know very well how the students feel at school. So Dr. Wade handed him the certificate and the best of luck. Doctor gave him the certificate and he said, best of luck to you and you go and try your luck now. Then he asked, how much should I pay? So doctor said, nothing. And he said, you do one thing, invite Yuri for the meals because he's a good friend of mine and yours also, I think. So Albert had no money to spare, but he pretended he had and took Yuri out to supper. And he didn't have money, but still he took Yuri out and he gave him the treat. Isn't it wonderful, he said after showing Yuri the certificate. And then he was very happy. He showed the certificate to Yuri and he said, it's wonderful. Yes, it's fine. Yuri said, yes. For the next 6 months, you will be away from here. And this way, you won't actually by leaving the school. So, if the worst comes to the worst, you will be able to come back and carry on for your diploma. So he said, you are not at all leaving the school, you are going out for 6 months out of the school and after that you will come back and you will complete your diploma. So Albert said, I will never come back to this place now. I am going to take this certificate straight to the head teacher and then that will be the end of everything. So he said, don't forget to get reference from your maths teacher. So he went to the maths teacher and he willingly gave him the reference what he wanted. And then he said, if I say I can't teach you anymore and probably you will soon be able to teach me, will be that alright, he asked. And then he asked, if I say that I can't teach you, the teacher said, if I can't teach you, and then I think probably you will start teaching me. That's saying too much, sir. And he said, sir, you are saying too much. It's only the truth, but alright, I'll put it more seriously. So the teacher said, okay, I'm telling you the truth. And be serious what I'm saying. It was still a growing reference and Mr. Koch made the point that Albert was ready immediately to enter a college or institute for the study of higher mathematics. And then he gave a certificate. In that he said that Albert is quite uh, ready to enter the college. Admission should be given to him in the college because he can study higher mathematics. I'm sorry you're leaving us, although you're wasting your time in my class, he said. And the teacher said, I'm feeling very sorry that you're leaving the school, but it's good also that you are wasting my time and your time also. It's almost the only class where I'm not wasting my time. So Albert said, it's only the maths class where I don't waste my time. But how did you know I'm leaving, sir? Then he asked him, how do you know that I'm leaving the school? You wouldn't have asked me for this reference otherwise. So the teacher said, if you are not leaving the school, you wouldn't have come to me for the reference letter. There's nothing to wonder about, Einstein. I knew you were going to leave before you knew yourself. And the teacher said, before you knew that you're leaving the school, I came to know that you'll be leaving. Albert was very much puzzled. Now he did not know why the teacher was saying like this. And when he came out, he got the message that the head teacher wanted him in the head's room. Well, it saves me the trouble of having to wait an hour or two outside, he thought. So now he was feeling very happy that head teacher has called him inside. Otherwise he would have been waiting outside the office to meet the teacher. He hardly bothered to wonder why he had been sent for, and he was thinking also why he has been sent for over there. And then he thought that maybe for the punishment, for his bad work, for his laziness. So when he went inside the room, the teacher said, I'm not going to punish you. Your work is terrible and I'm not prepared to have you here any longer. And your work is not good at school, so I don't want you to be here in the school. I don't want you to continue in the school. I want you to leave the school now. So it's better you leave the school now. Leave school now, repeated Albert. Albert was very much astonished. He was surprised. The teacher asked him to leave the school. That is what I said. Teacher said, yes, that's what I'm saying. Albert, it means I'm expelled from the school. So the teacher said, you can take it that way. The simplest thing will be for you to go of your own accord, and then the question won't arise. So the teacher said, it's better you go by yourself, so the matter will not be that you are expelled from the school. Albert asked the teacher, what crime I have done? So the teacher said, your presence in the classroom makes it impossible for the teacher to teach. When you are there in the classroom, the teachers are not able to teach, and the other students, they are not able to learn. And you refuse to learn, you say that I don't want to learn, and you constantly rebel the teacher, and the work is not seriously done by you. And now Albert was feeling what medical certificate he had asked the doctor to make for him was burning in his pocket. I was going to leave anyway, he said. So he said, I wanted to leave the school. Then we are in agreement at least, Einstein. The teacher said, so there is an agreement. For a moment, Albert was tempted to tell the man that he thought of him and of his school. Now Albert was getting very irritated on that fellow, on the teacher, and he wanted to tell the teacher how he was and the school. Then he stopped himself, but he did not say anything. Without saying anything, he was very proud. He held his head high and he walked out of the room. Shut the door after you, shouted the head, and the headmaster shouted that you close the door after going from here. Albert did not listen to the teacher. He walked straight out of the school where he had spent 5 miserable years. And for 5 years, for the past 5 years, he had been learning in the school, and he walked straight out of it. And without turning, he did not even turn to look around to see the school, and did not want to say goodbye to anyone. And Yuri was the almost only person in Munich he felt like seeing before he left town. And before he left Munich, he only met Yuri, because Yuri was his friend, and he told him that he hated to come back to the school. And Elsa, she was back in Berlin, and he had no other friends. So he didn't have any of the friends. His cousin Elsa was there, and Yuri was his dear friend. Goodbye and good luck, said Yuri when he left. And when Albert was going away, Yuri said goodbye and good luck to him. You are going to a wonderful country, I think. I hope you will be happier there. And he said, I think you are going to a wonderful country, and where you will make a good luck and you will be happier over there. So this is the end of the lesson, children. And I want you all to just read the lesson, because without the lesson, without the book in your hand, you will not be able to understand the lesson. So when the explanation is done, you see the books, see the story, and I can give you the summary, I can give you the story without the book, but it's necessary that you should know from where and how we are reading, we are learning the story. If I tell you the story, everything will be short and sweet, and you will not be able to understand. And most of you, I know, you all study from Golden, and I know that Golden is good, but the summary is not given in detail. So you better read the story, read the lesson twice or thrice, then you will be able to understand the lesson. And whatever are the typical words, you underline them, and all of you have got the mobiles. In that you can see the meaning of those things, and you will be able to understand everything. So that's all for today, children. Good day and good luck.